the scarves hang free. I met your shadow 'neath the whispering tree. Oh, porch, listen to our laughter spill on that sun-kissed morn by the daffodil. Oh, the wind sings low through the lonely pines, carries tales of you in the waning lights. My heart's held fast on that rugged plain where love danced once, or just echoes remain. Years drifted like dust on a gravel road. You and the sunshine both swallowed whole. Empty cabin with its fading trails keeps a ghost of your perfume in our fairy tales. Oh, the wind sings low through the lonely pines, carries tales of you in the waning lights. My heart's held fast on that rugged plain where love danced once, now just echoes remain. On that porch I reckon life's etched in the wood, where we carved our names, swore we always would. But time has a way turning oak to dust, leaves me whispering to the stars as the sunset must. Oh, the wind sings low through the lonely pines, carries tales of you in the fading light. My heart's held fast on that rugged plain where love danced once, just shadows remain. So here's to the porch where the past listened in to the dreams we dreamed and the might have been. As the night draws close and the stars appear, I feel you near, though you're nowhere near. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, a woven scarf blue as the prairie sky I found. Right by the porch where we'd sit when day was done, where whispers dance with the setting sun. Scarf shut the door on what we used to be, leaving me with raging winds and memory. Underneath the starlit dome, so vast and wide, I roam alone with your ghost by my side. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's just cold ash. Gravel roads echo with our forgotten laughs. Where wildflowers bloom, now there's just the rain, washing away dreams, leaving behind the pain. Scarf shut the door on all we used to know, lost in dust clouds where once wild rivers flow. trails my lonesome heart does ride, seeking what's gone, with shadows as my guide. Old saddle creaks as I whisper to the breeze, tales of a love as deep as the endless seas. Yet here I wander, a shadow in the dust, holding on to a memory wrapped in twilight's husk. Scarf shut the door, but still I feel you near, in the cry of the night hawk, sharp and clear. I'll ride these lands where sorrow softly pours, forever bound to what was once ours. Scarf shut the door, yet love never ignores. Farewell, my dear, till I find peace where these old rivers bend. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, there's a rusted gate swings slow, creaks low. Underneath its arch we carved our names in the bark, now just ghostly letters faint stark. By the old porch side where the evening sun dips wide, your scarf still dances on the line like the day you cried. Oh my love, these plains know my size, echo across valleys where the lone whippoorwill cries. Rusted gate tied down, no more wandering free, like my heart lost to you under that old oak tree. Time rustled through like the wind through the chimes, turned our laughter to whispers, our summers to rhymes. Where once stood an altar, now only shadows play, and the cabin we dreamed in swallowed by decay. Down the gravel road past the fading trails plead, rides the ghost of me and you, where we used to be. Oh my love, these plains know my size, echo across valleys where the lone whippoorwill cries. Rusted gate tied down, no more wandering free, like my heart lost to you under that old oak tree. And I've worn this saddle, felt the rain's relentless frown, each droplet a memory cascading down. In the silence between each drop, your laughter I find a haunting melody to which my soul's resigned. Oh my love, these plains know my size, echo across valleys where the lone whippoorwill cries. Rusted gate tied down, no more wandering free, but oh my heart's still lost, still roaming wild, still not free. Underneath that oak I lull a silent decree, in the rusted echoes forever you and me.
Out by the old Duns River, where the oak trees guard the sky, there's a shack with broken windows where we watch the world go by. Your scarf still on the porch swing, dances with a whispering wind, each way a ghostly echo of your laughter once penned. But the whiskey said nothing as I called out your name into the cold night air, where only silence came. And these hills hold your shadow like the moon clings to the night. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but your memory holds tight. Remember how the dust rose underneath our dancing feet. Now the gravel road's deserted, just like the heart you chose to cheat. The rains came through in April, washed your footsteps from the lane, left me with these old echoes and a soul that won't stop the pain. Yes, the whiskey said nothing as I whispered soft and low to the emptiness beside me, where your warmth used to glow. Now each sunset's just a picture where our past and sorrow blend. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but I'm still talking to the wind. So I'll saddle up come morning, leave behind this haunted room where every creaking floorboard sounds just like you're leaving tune. Maybe out past Carson's Ridge or across the Mesa's crown, I'll find peace in wandering where your ghost can't track me down. Still the whiskey says nothing as the stars watch me weep on a bed of cold regrets, where your love's a dream I keep. And these trails may fade behind me, but my heart's bound to your spell. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but it keeps your secrets well. In the twilight's last gleaming, as I ride through lonesome lands, the whiskey says nothing, but I still see your hands. In a valley where the oak trees shadow the road lies a cabin with its timber silver like old bones. Through that doorway walked a love as wild as the land under moonlight. We swore forever, scarves on our hands. Oh, the wind sang through the spaces she once filled. That old house carved with names now gone still. Echoes of laughter under rafters where my heart lays. On the porch of broken dreams through the sun's dying rays. Years have wandered like the rivers change their course. Empty saddles, dust settles with no remorse, where her laughter hung like rain in thirsty air. Now just whispers and a faded scarf left on that chair. Oh, the wind sang through the spaces she once filled. That old house carved with names now gone still. Echoes of laughter under rafters broken dreams through the sun's dying rays. And I've seen sunsets bleed and fade into the night, but her eyes, that fire still burns too bright. In this quiet town where memories roam like ghosts, I'm just a shadow, in love with what I miss the most. Cold and mild, still that old house carved keeps me beguiled. A rider alone, trails fading into the dusk. With every whisper of the wind, I feel the pulse of lost musk. So I'll sit here where old oaks weep and time is blurred, in the silence with my sorrow, the echoes unheard. In the old house carved, where my soul forever stays, watching horizons, holding on to forgotten days.
By the whispering oak, where the twilight bled, you wore a scarf red as the sun sets fire. Under stars we lay, our promises spread like shadows on the cabin's old porch tire. Your laughter twined through the cool evening breeze, echoes of you in the rustle of leaves. Silence closed her eyes in the heart of the wild, where our echoes lie, soft and undefiled. Beneath the moon's quiet sigh, where your ghost still roams, I wander alone under starlit domes. Years peeled away like bark from the trees. The cabin stands empty, door creaking slow. Our trails overgrown, lost to whispering weeds, where the dust swirls with secrets only shadows know. A saddle untouched, a path led astray, in the silence where you and dreams fade away. Silence closed her eyes in the heart of the wild, where our echoes lie, soft and undefiled. Beneath the moon's quiet sigh, where your ghost still roams, I wander alone, wrapped in twilight's combs. Oh, the rains came gentle, but your memory's hard. The gravel roads glisten, each a shard of a mirror reflecting a sky so vast, holding the pieces of a love that's past. Silence closed her eyes, and the night grew cold. In the echoes of the wild, our story told. With every setting sun, down the paths I tread in the silence of goodbye, where my heart still bled. Silence closed her eyes,
though silence closed her eyes.
I found your boots still by the door, the ones you wore in '94. Your coat still hangs where you'd let it rest, that scent of pine still on your vest. But what I touched with shaking hand was that old scarf I knit by lamp, the red one with the frayed up ends you wore through blizzards, storms, and bends. The scarf still smells like you, like hay and smoke and morning dew. I held it close, I breathed it in, and let my tears fall from my chin. You may be gone, but that thread's true, still wrapped in love. The scarf still smells like you.
You said it scratched, you said it itched, but bore it still through every ditch. I saw it once near Canyon Cold, wrapped round your neck, fighting the bold.
Now it's folded on our chair, the one you fixed when legs gave scare. And every time I pass that seat, I swear I hear your boots repeat. The scarf still smells like you, like coffee mugs and campfires hue. I press it soft against my chest to hush this ache that will not rest. No need for gold, no grand ado. You left me warm. The scarf still smells like you. They asked if I'd let your things go, but I said no, 'cause some threads hold more than wool can show.
The scarf still smells like you, like laughter caught in sunsets blue. I'll keep it close till my time's due,
Then bring it with me straight to you. No grave too far, no stars too few. I'll find you where the skies turn new, and bring the scarf that still smells like you. Out by the old split rail, where the wildflowers grow, I carved our names in the oak in the soft morning glow. Years rush like the creek, where we first found our dreams, under that blue prairie sky, where the eagle still screams. These lands hold the whispers of your laughter so dear, on that rugged old porch, sipping sweet summer beer. The fence echoes your name in the winds of the past, each knot and old nail, a memory that lasts. But the sun sets on even the deepest blue eyes, and the night covers all but the loneliest cries. I reach through the shadows where your loved ones danced, where the thistle and thread of my heart had its chance. Time wore down the saddle where we rode side by side. Now it hangs in the barn, a relic of strides. The town feels too quiet, the tavern's too cold. Ghosts walk the streets where our future was sold. Your scarf in my pocket, a fragment of grace. As the winter draws in, a race in the trace. The fence echoes your name in the winds of the past. Each knot an old nail, a memory that lasts. But the sun sets on even the deepest blue eyes, and the night covers all but the loneliest cries. I search for your shadow in every new dawn, but like dust through my fingers, you're always just gone. On this gravel road journey beneath vast starry skies, I've learned that every cowboy must accept his goodbyes. But in the silence that follows the closing of doors, I still listen for you in the wind on the moors. The fence echoes your name like a haunting old tune. Under the watch of the moon, I'm still bound to you. Yet the sun fades the letters where our young hearts once lay. In the dust of the trails, I'll be finding my way. May the echo grow softer as I learn to let go of a love that was lost in the wild long ago.
Shadow of the oak tree, where the wild daisies grow, stands a house old of secrets, whispering soft and low. I walked its dusty halls, where our laughter used to blend with a scarf you left behind, as if you'd come back again. Oh, the old house listened to the sound of our dreams. Now it echoes with silence, just like my heart it seems. Underneath the porch light, where you swore you'd never part, the old house listened closely to the breaking of my heart. Years have worn the saddle, trails have gone to seed, gravel roads forgotten like the warmth of your heat. Where the river bends under the weeping willow tree lies the ghost of your whisper, but you ain't there with me. Yes, the old house listened to the vows we could not keep. Now it shelters shadows in its heart where darkness creeps. The beside the cold fireplace where our fire used to burn bright. The old house listened closely through the lonely, endless night. Out here where the wind howls, carrying your voice, I'm learning to live with my choices and the weight of this void. The sunset throws gold on paths you'll walk no more, and each step takes me further from the love we swore. And the old house listened as I whisper goodbye to the dreams we once built beneath this vast open sky. As the stars look down gently on the heartache we've sown, the old house keeps listening while I wander alone. The screen door still creaks like it used to when you'd run out barefoot in the dew. Your laughter lived in every board. Now silence echoes more and more. The porch swing sways like it knows your name, still dances in that old-time frame. I sat and watched the fireflies and heard your voice in the wind's disguise. The porch still remembers how we kissed in late September. Your head on my chest, the sky burned red. Now it's just ghosts and things unsaid. The rocking chair, don't ask me why, but it groans like it's about to cry. Yeah. This old house don't feel like timber. It breathes, it aches, it still remembers. Your coffee cup still on the sill, the rose you dried, it's hanging still. The light you loved in the kitchen bay still floods the floor the same old way. I fixed the roof you always nag, but some holes just ain't meant to patch, like the one you left inside my chest, where love once lived now lays to rest. The porch still remembers all our storms and all our embers, the way you'd hum that country song, barefoot twirling all night long. Now it just creaks when no one's near and echoes back the yesteryear. This ain't a house, it's love's old ember burning slow. It still remembers. I don't come here to rewind, just to touch what you left behind. If these walls could write a letter, they'd say we almost made it better. The porch still remembers, and it ain't forgiving, but it's tender. It don't blame, it don't cry, it just holds time as it goes by. So I'll sit here till the sun sets low, with your name in every shadow. And though you're gone, I still surrender to this porch that still remembers.
the shadow of the old, where the creek used to flow. She danced under the stars, feet bare, spirit bold. By the old wooden porch, our laughs mingled with the cold, and her scarf caught the wind, a fluttering banner of gold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. The trail's overgrown where we used to ride side by side, through valleys deep and mountains high under the endless sky. Now it's just me in this old saddle and the road that's grown wide. Every sunset I chase, her shadow by my side. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. Sometimes in the silence, the wind whispers her name. Across the barren meadow, it's never quite the same. A heart can travel miles, yet stay lost in a dream, held fast by the love and all that could have been. So here's to the memories under fading western lights, to the dreams that die at dawn and the lonely bitter nights. Barefoot steps turn cold, but this story's tale is told on a gravel road to nowhere, with her memory to hold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Still her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Out where the creek rolled through, neath the whispering pines, I found her wild rose laugh in the bend where the water sighs. Lingering shadows cast by an oak tree's might, we carved our names one summer's eve, 'neath the glow of twilight. And oh, the creek rolled through like memories in the rain, washing over old wounds, but the scars remain. Those gravel roads whisper with echoes of her tune. Every sunset bleeds the same where the creek rode through. Now the porch swings empty where once we used to sit, talking about forever in the flicker of a candle lit. But seasons turn like pages, her scarf caught on the breeze, left me with these empty hands and fallen autumn leaves. And oh, the creek rolled through like memories in the rain, washing over old wounds, but the scars remain.
cabin's heart feels blue. Every trail grows colder where the creek rolled through. I wander these forgotten roads where our dreams once danced in view. An old saddle's all I carry, aside from thoughts of you. But even stars lose their way in the vast unending night, just like I roam without you 'neath this endless twilight. Yes, the creek rolled through like a song lost in the wind. It sings of sweet love gone as my heartstrings slowly thin. Now I lay me down by the river's gentle cool. Find me where the shadows fall, where the creek rolled through. Let the water run, let the memory stay true, lost in the dust of time where the creek rolled through.
In the shadow of an oak, where the soft winds dare to speak, lies a scarf she left behind, now part of the creek. Faded red like desert clay, under sky so vast and gray. Whispers of her laughter drift in the place she used to play. But her goodbye forgot to take the heart she promised not to break. Now every sunset's just a flame, burning old photos in its frame underneath the starlit plot. Her goodbye forgot. Wildflowers by the road where we used to walk and dream, now they bow their lonely heads to the silent stream. That old porch still holds my boots, dusty from our travel routes. Each creek a story of the days love is free from any doubts. Her goodbye forgot to take the heart she promised not to break. Now every sunset's just a flame, burning old photos in its frame underneath the starlit plot. Her goodbye forgot. The saddle's worn, the trails have faded, just like the smile that once paraded. And as the cabin door still creaks, I hear her voice in every creak. Yes, her goodbye forgot to take memories etched in every way. Each sunset still a silent scream, echoes of a faded dream in the whisper of the wind's trot. Her goodbye it just forgot. Her goodbye it just forgot.
Where the oak tree casts shadows long and lean,
by the whispering creek where we carved our names unseen. An old red scar faded by the sun and the sin, place where my heart knew peace, where our tales begin. That campfire's glow, warm against the cold night's roar, each spark a memory, your laughter the fire's core. Oh, campfire, shut the door on those golden days. Now I roam these gravel roads in a lonesome haze. The stars don't shine as bright when I sing your name. Lost love's echo, a mournful tune in the flame. Porch with creaking wood, the cabin stands empty, dreams lost where we once stood. Rain taps on the roof like the beat of your heart. Dust settles where dances swirled, now worlds apart. The trail we once walked, now overgrown, not a trace, just a wandering wind through an empty embrace. Oh, campfire, shut the door on those golden days. Now I roam these silent hills in a lonesome haze. The moon hangs low, heavy with the tales we spun. My shadow stretches far, melting with the setting sun. If I could ride one last time down that old lane, feel the wind, hear your voice calling soft and plain. Maybe this heartache could find its final rest underneath the oak's arms where we love best. So campfire, shut the door, let those embers die. I'll carry this torch alone neath the vast endless sky. Every sunset a reminder of what the heart keeps, even as the cowboy sings the memory weaves. Campfire, shut the door, leave me with the night, a silhouette against the stars, holding on too tight. Out of where the sunset kisses the oak tree's sleepy heads, we carved our names inside a heart upon the old porch lid. Her laugh was like the wind that dances through the canyon wild, echoed in the valley where we dreamt beneath the skies. But dreams like rivers twist and vanish in the plains, leaving just a whisper in the boughs where we once lay. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. In every whispered breeze, in the rustle of the leaves, I hear the goodbye she never said as it echoes in the trees. Now the gravel road's a friend, its dust coats my boots, each step away from what we had, a pain that roots and shoots. The cabin stands empty like the hollow in my chest, windows staring blankly at the life we once possessed. Her scarf still clings to the saddle like her hand in mine, a faded trail of memories lost within the pines. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. In every whispered breeze, in the rustle of the leaves, I hear the goodbye she never said as it echoes in the trees.
sunset bleeds the same colors where her smile once shone. And if pain is a reminder of the love you've got to lose, then I'll bear this cross forever with her laughter as my muse. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. Now every fading light on these lonely, restless nights brings her back to my side, neath the ghostly moonlight. Yes, her laugh shut the door, and oh, how it tore. Yet in the quiet of the dawn, I swear it opens once more.
Underneath the oak, where the creek bends low, there's a whisper of a scar left by winter's snow. The sunset spills like fire where we used to stand. Her laughter echoes over scrubland and sand, and the creek listened as I spoke your name through the rustling reeds where my sorrows came. The water runs like memories I can't hold. Creek, listen close to the stories told. Years have worn the pathways, cabins fall to dust, gravel roads to nowhere, lined with broken trust. Once we watched the stars from an old porch swing. Now the night just whispers through the cold spring. And the creek listened as I spoke your name through the rustling reeds where my sorrows came. The water runs like memories I can't hold. Creek, listen close to the stories told. There's an ache in the silence where the wind replies, saddle worn and empty beneath these endless skies. In the solitude of dusk, to the creek I confess, all that's left is shadow and your faded dress. And the creek listened as I cried your name past the rustling reeds by the flickering flame. The water runs like memories now turned cold. Creek, listen close as my heart grew old. So the creek listened and the oak trees know of the love lost in the echo where the wild winds blow, with each sunset painted in sorrow's deep hue. The creek still listens as I whisper to you. Out here where the wind whispers through the oak stands an old ranch, its heart long ago broke. An empty porch swing rocks in the silent breeze, echoes of laughter lost on dusty seas. I recall her scarf red against the winter's gray, dancing like wildfire, then it slipped away. Ain't nothing left now but the shadows and the stains. This ranch remembers, cradles all my loves and pain. Oh, these hills recall her steps beside the stream, underneath the sunset's dying golden gleam. Every stone and creek, every wildflower scent, whispers of a love time can't ever mend. The years rolled like thunder, took the young man I was, left a trail of memories wrapped up in what once. Gone are the hoofbeats that raced the gravel road, only echoes in the barn where we once shared a load. The saddle hangs idle on a dusty, forgotten wall, her picture a faded sentinel, a silent, mournful call. No more laughter in the corridors, no boots upon the floor, just a lone cowboy wandering as the winds of sorrow roar. Oh, these hills recall her steps beside the stream, underneath the sunset's dying golden gleam. Every stone and creek, every wildflower scent, whispers of a love time can't ever mend. Sometimes I feel the rains trying to wash my soul, clear away the footprints, make the broken whole. Yet every storm that passes leaves her deeper in my mind, an anchor in the currents of what I've left behind. So this ranch holds her secrets like the oak cradles the wind. In the quiet I hear heartbeats from a world that might have been. Forgive me, my dear, as I turn to face the dawn. A cowboy rides the morning light, forever moving on. Yet this abandoned ranch remembers, under stars that never fade, the love that lived and died here in the silence that we made. Out where the oak shadows lay long on the ground, I first met her smile by the old ghost town. The sky painted gold, her laugh wild and free. Underneath that scarf it was just her and me. Leaning on saddles by a dusty porch light, promises whispered deep into the night. Every star a witness to the dreams we spun, felt like the heavens and earth were one. Oh, how the storm cries like an old friend knows, across the wild plains where my sorrow goes. The wind carries whispers of her sweet refrain,
Raindrops fall heavy like my silent pain. Years fell away like leaves from the tree. She drifted like dust that the breeze set free. That old cabin's empty, where laughter once played. Now just shadows dance in the choices we made. Gravel roads lead me to places we knew, each step on that path sharp as morning dew. Lost in my travels with a heart that just roams, searching for something that felt like home. Oh, how the storm cries like an old friend knows, across the lonely miles where my heartache grows. The wind carries whispers of her sweet refrain. Raindrops fall heavy like my silent pain. Sometimes a storm's the only voice that remains, telling tales of the past through the wind and the rains. I've learned that love is more wild than the land, slips right through your fingers like a whisper of sand. So let the storm cry under fading sky hues. It sings of a love that I'll forever muse. Yet in this lonesome life where I wander and strive, her memory's the storm that keeps me alive. Raindrops fall heavy like my silent pain, echoing the storm cries again and again. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, there's an old porch where laughter used to sound. A dusty trail leads right up to where we'd sit, talking dreams over the horizon, fireside lit. But now the saddle waits, empty by the door. No one to ride the gravel roads or walk the floor. The wind whispers through the willow like she's calling me home. But home's just a memory, and I'm out here alone. Time's gone by like the river cuts through stone. Old cabins empty, vines overgrown, where once her scars would dance upon the breeze. Now there's just the silence and a sky too clear to ease. The saddle waits, still dust settling like rain. Each grain a moment, each moment a pain. Twilight cries in colors, her name across the plains. I'm holding on to shadows, all that remains. I've wandered far under sunsets that bleed and fade, each step away a betrayal, every return too late. Maybe all we get are moments, not the dreams we chase. Love's a fleeting shadow, not a trophy in the race. So the saddle waits, my heart knows its place on the porch by the oak tree in her timeless grace. If letting go's the journey, then I'm lost on the trail. For in every dusty sunset, her whispers prevail. Yes, in every dusty sunset, her whispers prevail.
In the hush of the canyon, under a blood-red sky, an oak tree stands silent where we used to lie. The breeze carries dust off a trail once worn by two young shadows in the golden morn. A scarf you left still dances with the wind on that old porch swing where our dreams had been. The canyon whispers, low and sweet, a wildflower loves entangled feet. But now the sun dips low and I'm riding alone past empty cabins, our dreams all but gone. The whispers haunt me as the stars find their place in the solitude of the sky. I still search for your face. Years rode in like a storm on those gravel-clenched roads, washing away the footsteps where our loved ones strode. The tavern's laughter turned to echoes as time wore on, and the drinks taste bitter where your laughter's gone. An old saddle sits idle, a relic of the past, like the heartbeats shared that weren't meant to last. The canyon whispers, low and sweet, a wildflower loves entangled feet. But now the sun dips low and I'm riding alone past empty cabins, our dreams all but gone. The whispers haunt me as the stars find their place in the solitude of the sky. I still search for your face. Tonight the rain speaks softly on the tin roof above, murmuring tales of what it's like to lose a love. Through the window the world's a watercolor blur, every droplet a memory, every storm a stir. The canyon whispers one last time, a lonesome love of a cowboy's heart, and a love that filled it full. Now the trails fade under the sky's weeping veil, and the whispering winds I'll forever tell your tale. As the world turns quiet and the shadows play in the canyon's heart, our love will stay.